getting sucked into that
That's
one.
terrifying, like just the
close.
thought.
But what's really cool is that it was 5,000 light years away, so that means that image is actually 5,000 years old.
Is it?
Yeah, because it was that amount of time for the light to reach Earth.
My brain can't
I don't
process
know.
these.
No,
things.
When you
stopped
think of the
for a
vastness
second.
of space,
Right.
you can't even comprehend
No,
it.
no.
What we can comprehend is that we have a cold front on the way
Yes.
that will bring finally pumpkin
Woohoo.
spice weather. I know you've been doing it anyway, but wait,
Won't he do it?
why is our floor director Julia saying no? You don't like pumpkin spice? No? Really?
Leave the
Something
newsroom.
wrong with you?
Leave the newsroom. Get out of the studio now. Right now. Right now.
Even if you don't like pumpkin spice, the fall chill is on the way. Front moved through this morning. With it, a little bit of a drop in humidity, not much, and it's only going to last for about a day and a half, and then the humidity starts to rise by this weekend. 84 degrees was our high today. 82 is average, but this was better than yesterday's high of 88 degrees. Now, our morning low was 72. We could be a little bit lower than that before midnight tonight, which would then be the official low for the day. And it ended up being a very nice afternoon with plenty of sunshine. We're currently at 84 degrees. Dew points, as I said, they have come down, but not dramatically so, in the low mid 80s across the area. So while we are still warm, it's not quite as humid as it was yesterday, but the drier air is still filtering in. Dew points in Macomb, 46, 57 up in Bogalusa, and that dry air is still pushing south. So compared to where we were earlier with dew points in the mid, even at times some near upper 70s, they have certainly come down. But as we've been saying, this was not going to be a dramatic drop in humidity. Now the humidity will continue to drop overnight, and it'll be very pleasant during the day tomorrow, but almost just as fast. Notice later tomorrow night, the humidity starts to rise and will continue to increase for the weekend. So the weekend is looking muggier. Not a bad weekend, just more humid. Winds out of the north right now, not a particularly strong wind. This front was not particularly strong either. Water vapor, though, showing the motion in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. The main energy is here up across the Great Lakes. So this upper trough did not deepen very far south. So the front that moved on through was fairly weak, but it's enough upper energy to get the front to move on through. But note, the coldest of the air is staying to our north. But also notice that we are beginning to tap into the colder Canadian temperatures, where 30s and 40s are starting to make their way into the northern tier states. Eventually, that air mass will be moving south. But behind the front, note the temperatures upper 70s, low mid 80s. This was not a particularly strong front, but it was enough to at least clear out the rainfall from earlier this morning and bring in some less humid air, which will stick with us until probably tomorrow night. And then as high pressure at the surface begins shifting to the east, tomorrow night and into Saturday, a southeasterly wind begins setting up and the humidity will begin to make a comeback. But what I'm looking forward to is the second front. So here's the air mass that is spread across the nation from this first front. Chilly temperatures, obviously the core, more along the northern tier and Great Lakes states. As we head into the weekend, that gets shifted back a little bit more into Canada and we begin a warming trend. Then by Monday, the next upper trough, this one even deeper, meaning it pushes farther south, will bring in some very cold temperatures. And in fact, the northeast looking at more of a winter-like forecast where we will finally get into more fall-like temperatures, and the temperature outlook, especially for the East Coast, will likely stay well below average. That includes us. So our high temperature forecast will be warming up for Saturday and Sunday and a little more humid, but check out the highs into next week. We'll start off at around 80 degrees, probably earlier in the day Monday, then dropping through the day, and then the afternoons will stay in the 60s. Wednesday morning, we will see 40s and possibly even some upper 30s to begin the morning, 40s to lower 50s on the South Shore. So this next air mass is actually bringing in more of a fall feel, with temperatures dropping throughout the day Monday. Rain chances are looking a little bit less than they had been yesterday, so about a 40% chance, not a complete washout during the day Monday. And then that colder or cooler and drier air arrives for most of next week.